Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by InTheMoneyStocks. Today is October 20th, 2016. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in this morning. All right, looking at these markets, we have a lot going on today. Not only is tomorrow options expiration, but we have Mario Draghi in play. We have economic data in play today. So there is a lot happening out here. The futures right now are trading lower by about 4 points to 21.34 per contract. You could see the futures overnight were much higher and really have rolled over pretty sharply. So even though they're down 4 points, they're well off the highs of the overnight session. So futures coming under a little bit of pressure. We have lots and lots of earnings out here. So let's get started. Right now we are seeing some comments coming out of the ECB. Mario Draghi saying he may have to keep rates longer than expected. And again, we'll talk about that in just a few minutes. But let's take a look at some stocks in the news this morning. We're going to start off the day with American Express, AXP. Stock had a real good reaction to earnings. Right now it is trading at $65.16. It closed at $61.25. That's a pretty good move. I'm going to have some resistance levels for AXP. We will be looking to trade this today. Right now, you're probably hitting a little bit of resistance, but it goes a little bit higher. We're going to get a nice short scalp. So if you want to come over and trade the gap plays with us, come take a 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat room. You'll see everything that we're doing in there, and we got quite a few gap plays on the board already, and they'll be posted up in the intraday stock chat room right at 9 a.m. All right, let's take a look at CTXS, which is Citrix Systems. And you're going to see this is capping up a little bit as well. Closed at $86.30. Now trading right at $90. There's still a lot of resistance here at $90. Stock is in an uptrend, though, so you want to respect that. If you own it, trail the stop loss. If you don't own it, don't do anything. There are no levels for this one today. Let's take a look at LRCX, which is Lam Research. And what you're going to see here is the stock is trading at $100.29. Closed at $99.72, so it's a small little uptick. Again, it is an uptrending stock, so trail the stop loss. We're really close, or actually we're at new all-time highs, so there's really no play at the moment. But this is one we will be looking at once the opening bell rings a little bit later. Let's take a look at eBay. eBay got hit pretty hard today, and you can see the stock is trading down to $29.75, closed at $32.52. So when I look at eBay, I have worked out some gap levels for this one. They will be posted at 9 o'clock in the morning. I think we're going to get a nice trade on this. So again, if you want to trade alongside of us, come take that 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat. We have eBay in play already, and we're real close to our level. So again, we will be looking to play this one shortly. Again, come on over to the intraday stock chat room. Next up, we're going to take a look at Mattel. MAT is the ticker symbol here. You're going to see the stock is trading at $32.40, closed at $30.62. So this is a pretty good pop for Mattel. I think we're probably nearing pretty good resistance. I'm going to try to have some levels worked out. I do see some resistance already right at around this area that we're currently trading at $32.50. So again, be a little bit careful. If you own Mattel already, trail the stop loss. If you don't, leave it alone, and we'll try to have new levels for you once the opening bell rings. Let's take a look at KMI. This is Kinder Morgan. Right now the stock is trading at $21.35, closed at $20.71. So nice little uptick for Kinder Morgan. I'm thinking resistance around $22, maybe $22.25, somewhere there. So if it gets there, tighten your belt a little bit and tighten that stop loss. If it doesn't get there, we'll look at it for pattern once the opening bell rings. Let's take a look at SCSS, which I believe is Select Comfort, and you're going to see the stock is trading at $17.60, closed at $21.58. So this is a big haircut. I don't even see support till $16. So let this one fall if you own it. This is a world of pain, and that's sometimes what happens when you hold stocks into earnings. But this is a pretty weak name right now and should head lower ultimately. Let's take a look at Verizon, VZ. Everybody knows this name. Verizon right now trading down to around $49.12, closed at $50.38. They came out with earnings earlier. I'm looking at some support on this stock around $48.70. So if it gets down there, you can see my black line in there already. I do think it has some support. If it breaks through there, this thing can go all the way down to $45. So be a little bit careful with Verizon today if it breaks through the lows. But right now, I'm thinking 48.75, 48.70 should hold for now. Let's take a look at Tesla. They came out with some news today. saying that every car they make is going to have the self-driving hardware. I could care less about the news. But the reality of it is stock is trading down a little bit off of it. This is Options X. It's going to be all over the map. Be a little bit cautious with it, and we'll see how it plays out a little bit later. We'll look for specific pattern and chart levels once the opening bell rings. Let's take a look at Walgreens Boots. And what you're going to see here is Walgreens trading at $78.50, closed at $77.18. So this is upticking a little bit. Nothing that I'm seeing here really is all that dazzling, but you do have a lot of resistance at 80. So if it gets up to 80, we'll look at it there. Then it would be much, much higher. But right now, 80 is your next big resistance level intraday for Walgreens. Let's take a look at Union Pacific, UNP. Right now, stock is trading at $94.04, closed at $97.12. I will have gap levels for this one, but we do got to go lower. So right now, the way I look at it is you're probably looking at a lot of support here around 94, 93.75. If we break there, I'll talk to the chat room and I'll have some levels for us. But this is in play today. Let's take a look at PHM, which is Pulte Group. And what you're going to see here is stock closed at $19.88, now trading at $19. Pretty good little haircut. I'm only interested in this stock if it gets down to around $17.37, $17.35. Around there, I would get interested in Pulte Group, possibly $17.50. But I will have levels for this name once the opening bell rings. In fact, I'm going to have gap levels for us. So, again, I will have gap levels for Pulte. Next up, we're going to take a look at Travelers. TRV is the ticker symbol. The big insurer right now, the stock is trading at 114, closed at 116.23. I don't see support for this one that I really like until we get down to 109. Not saying it's going to get there, but if it gets there, I do like that level on the long side. So keep that on the radar today. Travelers at 109 if it gets there. Let's take a look at AT&T, which is trading a little bit lower in sympathy to the earnings from Verizon. Right now, AT&T is trading at $38.94. I see support at 37 today if it gets there. So gets to 37 today, we will be scalping it on the long side, giving you guys a heads up before it even happens. So again, if AT&T does get down to 37, we will be taking a long side trade. All right, crude oil today is trading down 78 cents to $51.04 a barrel. And then you have gold trading up $1.60 to $1,271.50. Let's take a look at the U.S. dollar index, which has been all over the map on the back of Mario Draghi's comments. You can see it upticked, then reversed down, now settling in right at 97.83. So, again, U.S. dollar index all over the map as Mario Draghi holds his press conference. And I don't believe he did anything today. He just kept things the same, but saying things can be lower for longer is really his theme. All right, with that being said, everybody, it is an Options X trading week. You have the European Central Bank speaking. We also have tons of earnings out here, so it could be a wild one. We'll see what this market gives us, and we got lots of gap plays. Come on over, take a 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat if you want to trade alongside of us. With that being said, everybody, have a great trading session. God bless, and we'll see you on the charts.